Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with movies. Did you know that before sounds were invented, they used to use a live band to provide the soundtrack for each of the screenings of a movie? The movies would play, but they were silent movies. There was no speech or sound recorded along with it. And even in the smallest of theaters, there would be somebody sitting there playing the piano to bring that whole movie alive. The first ever movie with sound was called The Jazz Singer, and it was released in 1927. Movies would never be the same again. Actors had to now memorize lines and scripts and repeat them back. Movie sets had to move indoors and become soundproof. Studios were created. But the biggest change was the way the scripts were written. And along with that, the dialogues were invented. You see, in Hindi we have this phrase that goes like this, Wah, kya dialogue mara? Which means, wow, what an amazing speech that was. And the truth is that most of these things that we consider dialogues were actually monologues. They were one directional. A dialogue is a back and forth between two people. And in our life, our negative mind is a master at monologues. Have you ever heard your negative mind speaking? It's one negative thought after another. One after another, almost without interruptions. It keeps at it. And we pray for it to stop. The negative thoughts just keep coming and flowing. It's almost like politicians giving a speech, whether anyone is listening to them or not. Many of us have no idea what to do when this takes place. We feel like we are an audience that is being held hostage at gunpoint, forced to listen to this rant from this negative lunatic that is talking. As your habit coach, I want to share a secret. The best way to fill your mind with positive thoughts and destroy the negative thoughts. Each time your mind starts the monologue of negativity, you turn it into a dialogue. You ask it logical questions. You talk about the opposite also being true. You use the positive speech to showcase how things are actually good and working for you. And as soon as you turn it into a dialogue, the negative part cannot deal with it. It does not know how to communicate anymore. And this is because most negative thoughts are based on feelings. These feelings do not have any logic to them. They don't even have any truth to them. And hence, they crumble under logical thinking, under logical thoughts that you ask in a dialogue. Think about the negative thoughts that you have very often. I am not good enough. That I am wasting my life. Is there any truth to this? Ask yourself. Ask the negative mind to show you proof. Then you actually search for proof that you're good at those certain things. Think about the negative thoughts that keep you awake at night. Fill your mind with positive dialogue during these moments instead, and you will see that the negative mind eventually stops talking. The problem most of us have is that the positive mind is a quiet person, and the negative mind is a chatterbox and loves to talk. It's like that one friend who just won't stop talking. So your super simple habit starts by first noticing when the negative mind has started its monologue. Then you convert it into a dialogue by asking it questions. This way, the negative thoughts crumble under the logic and questioning. You have the ability to fill your life with positive thinking. In my life, the biggest change that took place was when I was able to change the thinking patterns from negative to positive. And I can't wait for you to start that today.